Good evening, everyone. Well, this past Wednesday, we had a preview of ski jumping with the 126th annual ski jumping tournament at Suicide Hill in Ishpeming. And if you thought 90 meters was long, wait till you see what the professionals did in Iron Mountain this afternoon. And it was a long day of skiing, but here's the morning races. And this is Christian Heim of Germany. He took third place because look at these guys fly. Whee! All the way down. That one was good for over 137 meters. Very long right there. That is almost over 400 feet. And he did a very good job there. Then the second place finish would go to Matic Benedict of Slovenia. His first jump of 138.5 meters was for 454 feet, and it was the longest jump in the first competition. Then we go to the champion. Fredrik Bjerkingen of Norway was in first place at this tournament, and he had the longest jump, was 137.5 in the first round, but his second jump was 135 meters. That's why he gets all pumped and extremely excited, because that run right there, that jump, allowed him to win the morning tournament right there. Just a good job of racing in Iron Mountain. And then the Michigan Tech hockey team quickly bounced back from Friday's loss to Alaska Anchorage, and not only to win today, but they take back the John McGinnis Memorial Cup in the process. Coach Mel Pearson saw his team score 3 times in the first period, and on the power play, Hancock's Tanner Caro back to Walker Highland and along the ice off the seawall for the Tech's first goal at the 7:57 mark, 1-0 Huskies. 10 minutes later, Dennis Ricks doing a good job, and he'll find Ryan Fern. The shot is stopped, but Milos Gordic is there to take care of the rebound. 3-0 Tech after 20 minutes. And let's go to the second period. Now scoring, everyone getting into it for Tech. 2-on-1 break with David Johnston. He feeds Alex Patan for the first of his 2 goals on the day. 4-1 Michigan Tech. Different result than yesterday, because less than a minute later, there's a loose and lonely puck near the blue line. CJ Ike then breaks in and scores his first Michigan Tech goal. Long lives the Cop Country Anthem.
I've been, like you said, been struggling lately, but you know, to get going and win a Carnival weekend, get my confidence back up is good to have. I thought yesterday's game left a bad taste in our mouth, and you know, coach said go out there and just be relentless, and that's what we did today.
To play like we did shows a lot of character and resiliency in our team. So I thought a lot of guys had good games tonight. It was really hard not to find anyone who did not have a good game for us tonight.
And remember, big crosstown rivalry matchup. Michigan Tech hosts NMU Tuesday at 7:07 p.m. in Houghton. Let's go to NMU. Pink out as the girls were out doing some nice moves there. We go to the second period, power play, and that would be Mitch Jones putting it in the back of the net to take the 1-0 lead. Power play goal right there. The student section loves it. Then a few minutes later, still on the power play again, and this time it'd be Matt Thurber, Darren Nowick, then Reed Sickle puts it in the back of the net for the 2-0 lead. Then another power play goal is Vijay will put it in the back of the net for the third, and Jared Caro gets a shutout as NMU beats Ferris State after losing yesterday. They go on to win with a 3-0 shutout at home. Let's go to the scoreboard. Finlandia hockey as the women fall to UW Eau Claire 3-0, but the men get a nice another win against Lawrence University 5-1. Then we go to high school wing ding hockey. Houghton against Hancock. First period off the Gremlin turnover. Alex Hill to Brett Lapisto. The second try is true. Bulldogs lead 1-0 at the 2:59 mark. That only made Houghton mad because from a missed Bulldog pass in the neutral zone, Connor Hannon has a 2-on-1, and with the dangerous Ray Bryce, but Hannon spots it on the opening and puts the short side goal in for the score. Hannon scored again to give the orange and black the lead, and then on a Houghton power play, Hunter Rijula shot is deflected by Ray Bryce at the 11:52 mark. Bryce added another goal, 4-1. Houghton after 1, and Gremlins earned a win over their Portage Lake rivals. Then we go to Michigan Tech. They hosted a big game with Grand Valley State in the first half. Ali Haydar leans, and he does what he does best as he puts in the nice reverse layup there as they're up to a 2-2 game after 5 minutes. A couple minutes later, it's Haydar again. He's double teamed again to Alex Cooley, over to Ben Stelzer for 3, 5-2 Huskies. Stelzer had 4 triples in the first half. Superior Central's Jordan Chartier joins the 3 parade off a pass from Austin Armbuga. It was 34-13 Tech at break, and the Huskies go on to win by the count of 59-55. And in the women's game, they have, it would be Kim Cameron having them crazies at the SDC Center, and not too happy with that charge call, but Paige Albee inbounds to Sam Hoyt. She steps back and drains the three-pointer, 44-37 with that one. Hoyt led all scorers with 23. More long balls as it would be Jillian Ritchie over to Emma Veach for 3. She had 21 points. Then Sam Hoyt to Jillian Ritchie for another triple. Timeout, Grand Valley State. And then Huskies trailed by 1.5, but they powered on their way to a 69-58 victory over the Lakers. Meanwhile, at the Berry Events Center, it was Breast Cancer Awareness Day as Wildcats hosted Ferris State. And it would be first half bounce pass to Katie Mavis, drives and scores. She had 10 points. Felicia Stanley was key off the bench for the Bulldogs. She puts in 2 of her 13 points. 5 Bulldogs were in double figures. For NMU, Courtney Lemon will get the Alyssa Cola miss and hit the putback. And this game would go to overtime, but Ferris would end up winning 73-70. 4 NMU players were in double figures. They were led by Cola, who had 18 points. And we'll pick up the NMU men's contest in the second half, trailing by 7. And for the Bulldogs, it would be Dietrich Lever hits the outside shot. He had 16 points, 1 of 4 Bulldogs in double figures. Wildcats would chip away at the deficit. TJ Cameron drives and scores. He had 11. NMU had 4 players in double figures. Next, Marquette's Joe Simon to Matthew Craggs. He scores. Craggs poured in 14, but the Wildcats dropped a 69-63 decision to Ferris State.